Hey Elyson, welcome back to the Entrepreneur Interview. We meet local Elyson residents like Rick here who own a business, and we get to hear their story. How did they start their business? What are some of the challenges they ran into? And ultimately, what do they do? Because we all know that Elyson residents like to support local businesses. And so nothing better than getting to know their story and how they got started. And today we have Rick Suckolics, and we get to hear how you started Texas Handcrafted Shutters. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
All right, great. So Rick, tell us, how did you end up here in Elyson?
Well, started out with the business in Katy, in Seven Lakes. So started building shutters in the garage. Worked in IT my whole career and wanted to do something a little bit different. I was working oil and gas.
Okay.
Started kind of doing that at nights and on the weekends.
Sure.
So fast forward about 6, 7, 8 years.
Yep.
Moved out to the country, so lived in Pattison on several acres. That was great. Loved mowing the yard and tractors and all that. However, for the children, it seemed that, you know, when you don't have any neighbors, literally none. And being familiar with Katy Independent School District, coming from Seven Lakes, saw Elyson. It's like, you know, this is going to be better. And has not disappointed. It's a great community. Really enjoy it.
That's awesome. When did you move here then?
December of 23.
Awesome. Great. So today I know you, of course, is making world's best class handcraft shutters and so on and so forth, screens for porches, that kind of stuff. But before all of that, you mentioned oil and gas. Is that what you went to school for, or where did you end up going to school?
I went to Sam Houston State for undergrad, and then Our Lady of the Lake for graduate school. Just business management.
Got it.
So I guess I did go to school for that.
Good.
After oil and gas, started doing IT consulting, SAP consulting, worked for many different types of companies. From a casket company once to a computer company to an oil and gas company to everyone that uses a software.
Got it. So did you actually work for SAP, the company, or a consultant that did deployments of SAP, or what was that
Independent. So whether it be backfill or whether it be on an implementation.
Awesome.
So the company doesn't matter. It worked for Brown Forman as well, if you're familiar with Jack Daniels.
Okay, interesting.
Very
cool.
Cool stuff, but I've always loved manufacturing. So wasn't really going to get there doing that. So now starting in the garage in Seven Lakes, and now we're at around 7,000 square feet and still here in Katy.
Good size shop. That's
it's decent.
Awesome.
Could always use more space. But.
No, very good. So tell us about that transition. Were you working and you kind of started it as a side hustle? Did you just leave and say, I'm going to go do this? Or what led to shutters ultimately?
Well, it got to a point where I couldn't do both. There's just no way. I was doing nights and weekends, building them in the garage and installing them, and then moved to a storage unit here on 99. Got a second storage unit. And then, yes, at some point, I just let my, at that point I was direct employed, just let them know, hey, in 1 month, I'm
going to be leaving.
Gonna be out.
And
here's what I'm going to do.
Interesting.
I think they all didn't believe me. I didn't think I was really going to do that. This is a very nice job. You know.
For sure. You had a good job, good pay, so on and so forth. What led you to leave that and to seek a change?
Just, you know, follow your heart kind of thing. So I kind of ran the gamut of being an employee. And it's like, this is cool, but I'm ready for something different.
Seek the entre journey, so to speak.
And did that through college as well. Had a carpet cleaning business, did home, not so much remodeling, but involved in remodeling and make-readies for realtors, and just always been in that
space somehow, some way. good. You had it in your bones.
Yes.
Was there anyone in your family or maybe a close friend that you admired or looked up to in that process, or were you the trendsetter for the family?
Grandfather was a carpenter.
Yeah.
To the point he built his own house.
Oh, wow.
Uncle, his son on that side, also built his own house, also a carpenter.
Okay.
So yeah,
You had it
came
there.
by it honestly.
Did you pick up woodwork then with your grandfather, or what was your introduction to that?
Mine was, there was a older gentleman who lived down the street from me. This is where I grew up in Conroe. And
Sure.
he had a little shop in his garage, and
Great.
I would just go there every day after school and
Cool.
watch and
Yeah.
just wait for the opportunity to be able to use one of the tools, something not quite so dangerous.
Sure.
No table saws, but drill press maybe. And yeah, that's and then started working insurance, fire repair
Okay.
through contacts that my father had.
Got it.
And yeah, just worked for some good master carpenters.
Good.
But at that point, that was nice. But to pay the bills, started a Compact Computer Corporation in IT. That actually, that was the career.
Yeah, that's what paid the bills for a while. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, good. And talk to us maybe about your first set of shutters that you made. What sparked the idea, or what led to it, and how did that start?
Was on vacation somewhere in Georgia.
Okay.
And I just saw the plantation shutters. I was like, yeah, those are really nice. I like those. And looked into how much they cost and what they're made of. And I just thought, I could make those.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I really love the functionality of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they block light, the way they keep heat out or cold in, however you want to say it. And
Yep.
yeah, so actually milled the shutters myself, milled all the wood in the garage, and then put it up in my parents' house.
Okay, got it. So mom and dad were your first clients
Yes.
then? And do those shutters look exactly like your shutters do today, or are they quite
Similar,
Yeah.
very similar.
Okay.
A couple of changes.
Okay.
Just a couple of changes. We do a stepped down rail, whereas back then I thought it had to all be 1/1/16 from the rail to the stile. That's
Okay.
where the stile goes up and down, rail
Yep.
goes across.
Okay.
But the nicer look is a 3/4 inch rail.
Sure.
So, and then experimented with joinery.
Okay.
We landed on dowels
Okay.
and then also glue.
All right.
And screws. So
Yeah.
that's why with lifetime warranty, they just
Nice.
don't fall apart.
Good quality for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you made that one. Did you get another request to make others, or
My neighbor
Yeah.
put one in my own house at that time.
Okay.
I still have a picture of that one. It's still in that house, just the one shutter.
Sure, yeah.
Later on came and did the whole house, but
Great.
that one, it was unique and it's still there to
Great.
this day. And yeah, it just, neighbors, family, friends, and then eventually, phones started ringing.
Off the hook.
Used to ring. I've always had an answering service or a person answering the phone. I believe in a live person.
Sure.
You can't. I personally, if I get an answering machine
Yeah.
or call you back later, I just go to the next company.
Next person.
So I paid all this money per month back then. It was 15 years ago. Must have been $150 a month.
Okay.
I got one phone call a week.
Yeah. Okay. So you paid $150 for that one phone call.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But then,
Yeah.
caught on.
I'm sure it wasn't really a profitable thing at the time. It was more of a, hey, I really enjoy doing it and I'd like to build this one day. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, certainly everything. There was
Yeah.
no profit for many years.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Good.
Yeah.
So you made a decision ultimately at one point to say, hey, boss, got 1 month and I'm out.
Right.
By then, were you just slammed with work and like moving, or what kind of made that switch? Was it, hey, I need more time in order to make this business work, or?
The latter, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely not slammed.
Okay.
But I can't. It's not sustainable to work day and night and weekends forever.
Yeah.
There's this period of time where it's an investment.
Sure.
And it helps everyone, but it's not a forever thing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, I can get back into what I do. I had enough years of experience at that point that I felt like I'd be okay jumping into another position somewhere.
Right. Work bounces back, right? You can always find another job or another work to fill the spot.
Yep.
Cool. Very good. So when you stepped out then, were you still working out of your garage, or had you gotten a shop already, or what did that look like?
At that point, I had just rented my first storage unit.
Okay.
So I had transitioned out of the garage into the storage unit.
Got it.
And
you worked in the storage unit itself then?
Yes, in an RV storage unit right off of 99. I forgot what it's called now. At 99 and 10, there's a place there.
Yep.
It was a 12 and a half by, I want to say 50-foot space for an RV.
Yep.
Had 2 electrical outlets.
Yeah.
No bathroom. It may have had water. I constructed my own paint booth. Made my kids come, my teenagers then, boys, and made them come work for me. And they have stories about that.
The storage company okay with that, or did they not really know or care, or
you know, they were pretty cool.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, they were all right. And it turned out there was a couple other folks that were doing the type of woodworking. One guy built pallets, and another guy built shipping containers, like custom wood containers for the oil tool industry. So I wasn't the only one with a saw.
Yeah, you were out there hustling, and that's what they saw and liked. That's good.
Yeah, they were okay.
Great. And then talk about how you built maybe some business marketing. Marketing is obviously a challenge. Sales is always a challenge when you're starting out.
Yes.
What was that like? Did you split your time? How did you go about growing a pipe to sustain?
You know, I think the most effective thing at that time were bandit signs.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's always a bit of shame that comes with those.
They have a bad sign. And if you're not familiar with what a bandit sign is, you probably see them all along the roads there. They say, we buy RVs, or, you know, we buy houses, or a number of other little signs. They're handwritten oftentimes, or maybe print simple and just planted in the grass, almost as if you saw an open house sign, but little different there. So you just put, hey, we build shutters?
Yeah, something to that effect. You know, shutters made in Katy. I think that's kind of our, you know, one of our X factors. We're the only manufacturer in Katy.
The only ones, really?
Yeah. Now we manufacture the wooden shutters, or polywood upon request. We, you know, remote control shades and blinds and all that. Yeah, we're dealers for several companies. The outdoor patio screens. Yes, we're a dealer. We're not manufacturing those. But yeah, that was usually what it was about. Is call this number local manufacturer shutters.
Yep. Good.
And it worked. It made the phone ring.
Yeah.
You know, got away from that quickly as possible for a number of reasons.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, reached out to realtors and to builders.
Building networks. Yep.
Did a little bit of door to door. Not too much. Yeah.
That had been hard, door-to-door sales, and hey, knock, knock, can you want to buy shutters?
Not much of that. Even tried that recently during this downturn of the economy. Of course, I read the Elyson Facebook thing.
Sure.
People that get annoyed with the sales folks that come by. And
it happens.
So we
just know they're out there grinding and they're working hard to put bread on the table, right, for the families. So when
they don't take no, I have an issue with that. And, you know, we offer, when we have done it, we'll just say we offer a discount. Elyson resident is the owner, and if you'd like, we can give you a quote. If not, cool.
Yep.
You know,
that's exactly. There's no harm. It's just, hey, you do it enough times, and ultimately somebody is going to buy. Right. So
haven't done that in a while. I think that was last year. Business is picking up a bit. Interest rates are coming down a little bit.
It's good.
So and also exploring some other means of marketing.
Okay.
So
fantastic. No, good. Yep. And so you mentioned you do a few other things. Did you start just with plantation shutters in the beginning and then branch off, or how did that progression go in your business?
Yeah, certainly just the shutters. And I remember having to carry shades and blinds, and as begrudgingly I agreed. just didn't want to do it.
Sure.
I was like, no, we make shutters.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, however, the reality is folks understandably would want, even in my home, I have shades in the back over the bedroom, and I have shutters in most of the rest of the house, patio screens. It's a combination of things to make it work.
Got it, got it.
Yeah.
So pretty much, if I were to say what's good business for Rick, I'm hearing you say anything that covers a window or a doorway, essentially.
Right.
That keeps light out or bugs out, give Rick a call. Is that fair?
And heat as well.
Yep.
It's a very, I don't know what the R value is.
Yeah.
But all I know is if it's real wood shutter, and it is different with a vinyl or polywood. Real wood, you shut it, and in one of our summer days here, put your hand behind it after you open it. Yeah, it's so hot back there.
Big temperature difference.
It is really keeping the heat out.
Yeah.
And of course, if you have one of those windows and you don't have anything in front of it.
Right.
But having said that, having faux wood blinds versus a wood shutter that's 3/8 of an inch thick, it's going to vary. Just it's very effective.
Makes a big difference. I know my electric bill's gotten super high over the last couple of years, and I'm sure many other Elyson residents have had the same.
Yeah, rates about up to.
Probably pays off just to have a shutter purchased one time and cut that bill for sure. So,
I'm not going to say it's going to make everything free or whatever, but it will lower the temperature in your room.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Guaranteed.
For sure.
Yeah.
We also make cabinet doors as well.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, during the, during this, I don't know if you want to call it a recession or the inflation. I wanted to branch out, and we have the equipment, we have the people.
Yep.
So started making shaker doors.
Yeah.
So for DIY people who want to do it themselves, or we're not into building a whole kitchen or cabinets, but if you need a custom sized door, we can knock those out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Then we can paint them.
Great.
And so here you go.
There's always that small space that's kind of in between your cabinets and the other that Home Depot doesn't sell, right?
Yes.
And you got to like custom build to fit it in. So
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Several companies build stock sizes, and they don't have a solution for but I don't quite need that size.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal for us.
Great.
I think it's a pretty competitive price.
Fantastic.
So, it's catching on a little bit.
Yeah. And tell us in terms of your team, are you a solopreneur, always working on your own, just enjoying that? Or do you have a team with you, or what does that look like?
No, I'm a solo entrepreneur with a lot of help.
Yeah, okay.
I have a production manager who's been with me. I think she started about 11 years ago.
Okay.
Wasn't reading a tape measure at that time.
Yeah.
She's come a long way. She's very, very good.
Yeah.
Does now sales and does the production management.
Okay.
And I've always had folks over the years that just contributed a lot to the company.
Great. And then you like building and ultimately working with the production and
my favorite is to build efficiencies in the process.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. To improve dust collection, to improve the environment in the shop, to improve safety, to improve the speed at which we can construct and the accuracy.
Okay.
That's kind of I really like that.
Your niche in that.
Obviously, still got to pay bills, negotiate contracts,
Sure.
and all of those things, deal with, all the things that you have to do.
Yep. So if someone were to call your business today, are they talking to that gal essentially and engaging with them, or somebody else that comes out there, or who?
Typically, yes. Yeah, typically we're looking for an additional sales rep at this point as business is increasing, and specifically looking for someone that goes out to get business.
Okay.
So I'm in charge of making the phone ring and investing in Google or whatever it may be.
Yep.
But there's a lot of talented people out there who know how to go get business.
Certainly.
Even the solar guys. I mean, they're
out there knocking doors.
They're hustling, and they can take no 30 times in a row. I'm good after about twice. I'm like,
Yeah, it's hard work for sure. So tell us then in terms of your team, right? You mentioned you like optimization, focusing on safety, making sure that delivery and quality and all that stuff is good and meeting the standards that's needed. But what goes into actual production and so on and so forth? Do you have a team behind you helping you with that, or?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Right now we have around 6 manufacturing folks.
Okay.
And they're doing everything from cutting to assembling to prepping to painting to quality control.
Okay.
So, and that team fluctuates in size.
Yep.
We have 3 installers.
Okay.
So and then we have a rep in San Antonio. We have a rep here.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course as I mentioned, our production manager, who's also doing some sales as well.
Got it. Great.
And then myself, who are just kind of watching over things.
Filling in spots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Good.
And I look at the KPIs, especially lead time.
Okay.
So one thing we can do better than most, especially if the company's importing the product, we can turn out shutters in a week or 2 if
Quick.
needed.
Yeah.
We're not at that lead time now. We're between 2 and 3 weeks.
Okay.
However, customers like, hey, I just moved in my bathroom. Yeah, it's just like right.
Yeah.
I need something, for privacy. So we can install a shutter fairly quickly within 2 or 3 days upon request. We also provide temporary blinds, so we can put those in the windows or provide them, let the homeowner install those.
Yeah, that's good. I remember when I moved here to Elyson, of course, everything's new construction. No one has shades, no one has blinds.
Right.
And I remember almost like 2 months where we had nothing on our windows. Fortunately, there was no houses behind us, so no one to look in, like to see what's up. But we just kind of felt weird for a couple months there while we were waiting for stuff to be shipped in. And
fishbowl.
So yeah, that's awesome. The fact that you're manufacturing it yourself, made in America, made in Katy, made in Elyson, and delivered quickly for response time.
Yep. And we pick suppliers that are quick as well. So mentioned the patio screen. So even like if you walk around the lake here at night, you just you notice that there's some uncovered windows here. With the traffic that's going through, I would prefer having a screen or something, on the backside of my house.
Sure.
And so we do the outdoor ones that are smart enough to roll themselves up when it gets windy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I kind of stayed away from them for a while, because too many stories of the wind
tearing stuff out.
Yeah, it's like, hey, these are not cheap.
No.
So now they're a little bit smarter, made very well to withstand the temperatures and the sun, and then they go up when it senses the wind.
Yeah, that way when the neighbors' pots come flying over the fence, it doesn't tear it all up.
Tornado like we had here recently.
Wild. Yep, for sure. Interesting.
But those are great, and they have different levels of privacy. So you have a screen that just allows some light to come in.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that at nighttime, because it becomes just completely almost transparent. And then we have an outdoor part of it as well, or I'm sorry, a complete blocking part that comes down.
Okay, great.
So
very good.
Different variations of it.
Yeah, as they need. Yeah, great. And you mentioned you have a sales team in San Antonio too. So you sell. Where's your territory for selling?
Well, it's we have a network of dealers in San Antonio. I actually have 2 sales reps. I have a rep there that manages the dealers, and then we also have to the homeowner sales rep as well.
Okay.
We do go to all over the hill country.
Yeah.
Would like to branch out more into Austin.
Okay.
So as I mentioned, our name was Katy Plantations, Handcrafted Shutters, for a very long time. And as we matured, bringing on more and more advice from people who know about marketing and advertising, suggested that maybe the name's not the best. And especially if you want to sell to Austin or to San Antonio, first thing they see is Katy. Like, well, where's that? Or that's not close. So it's like, and since we do sell to all around, let's just call it Texas Handcrafted Shutters.
Texas is a good market. It's a broad, big market. Yep, that's great. Good. So you branched out then, and then you're actually working through third-party companies to resell or essentially wholesale your products. Is that correct?
Yes, always have. Our business has always been split about 50-50.
Interesting. So did you already find very early on partners to work with, or is that something you developed over the years and said, hey,
early on,
this?
it didn't take long. A decorator or a designer or even a window covering company that doesn't manufacture their own product, which is 95% of them, they're looking for someone quick. And one of the things that we offer besides being quick is if there's an issue, we can be out there same day sometimes, or the next day, or if it needs an adjustment, or if the measurement was a bit off, or the customer forgot to tell us this happens, that, oh yeah, they cased in the windows, or the sheetrock was redone. The builder just did it. And like, oh, well, yeah, these won't fit now. But we can take those back and we can redo them, adjust them, repaint them, whatever's necessary, and be back out there. This isn't a situation where I have to send them to another company and wait for them to come back. No, we can do the work here and reinstall.
Pretty quick, yeah. I think it's tricky because the window itself is oftentimes quite square, but the frame in which around the window, or the drywall around the window where your shutters sit, is not very level or square often, right?
Sure. Now, the window, I would say the window glass is probably the only thing square.
Okay, that's it.
Homes here especially. And I say here, I mean Texas, the South. This isn't like the Yankee workshop where everything is precision built.
Okay.
So with that understanding, yes. So our shutters are square. We don't build to fit the trapezoid or whatever it may be, a parallelogram. We build a square one, and the frame is helpful with that. It's a Z frame, so it goes in as a square, and then it has a lip that goes around the window. And if it's an inside mount frame, then we still make that work with caulking and furring strips and whatever we need to do.
Great. So Rick, tell us, if someone's going to look at potentially getting some plantation shutters or those automatic blinds. I love walking in my window, my living room, right? I have like maybe 11 different windows, and I hit one button and boop, they all go up, right?
Very
Super
nice.
Convenient, easy.
Right.
But if they're gonna engage with you, what does that look like? Do you come out there, and can you maybe walk us through what that might look like?
Sure. Usually it starts with a phone call.
Okay.
It's at 281-402-1280.
Okay, great.
Also, we have a forum on our website, which is texashandcraftedshutters.com.
Okay.
So we will make an appointment to come visit with you, and we'll bring a real shutter. It's just smaller.
Yep.
Fully functional shutter.
Okay.
We'll bring samples of the frame, samples of the other louver sizes, some color samples.
Okay.
With color, though, we typically will paint anything Sherwin-Williams or even other brands. We'll paint it the same color that you have.
Great.
So at that appointment, we'll go over what we offer. You'll make some selections of what you think is what you want. And then with that information, after doing some quick measurements, call them rough measurements, we can generate a quote.
Got it.
Okay, and you'll see that either right then or at the end of the day, depending on what it is that was selected.
Got it.
At that point, if the final measurements weren't taken at the time of quote, sometimes depending on a number of factors, we will go ahead and take the time then, if everyone's okay with it, doing the actual very specific down to the 16th of an inch measurements.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll either come back out to do those and do final selections on frame and louver size and such, or shades and the sheerness of the shade or lack thereof, however, motorized, not motorized.
Yeah.
When all those things are selected and done, then with a half down deposit, we'll start production. For the shades, we place our order with the manufacturer.
Okay.
And when it gets a little bit close to when they're coming in, or with ours, we'll probably talk very quickly about an installation date.
Great.
Especially if it's all shutters.
Yeah.
And then, we'll show up, depending on the size. If it's like an entire house, it might take half a day to put them in.
Okay. Fairly quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it is fairly quick. Maybe 3/4 of a day, but
Yeah.
we're never there an entire day. The idea is to have as much done at our shop as possible because we don't want to, no one wants us hanging out at their house all day. So
Yeah. I bet it gets to be quite a bit complex in the shop because you're got multiple orders, multiple different things going through. You got to store them, organize them, and keep everything all buttoned up. So
definitely.
Yeah.
I wrote the program that runs the shop in terms of the manufacturing.
Yeah.
So and then part of that too is the organization of the completed goods and the semi-finished goods and
Great.
materials.
So this is your SAP background, maybe pouring into the woodwork and
not so much
things?
SAP, but
No?
just programming. Just kind of nerded out when I was a kid and loved to program.
And create your own stuff.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so did that in Excel.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. So if someone here in Elyson, I know you mentioned it briefly, but if they want to reach out to you to have a consultation, what's your website and your telephone number? Can you remind us?
Yes, phone number is 281-402-1280 and website is texashandcraftedshutters.com.
Fantastic. Rick, thank you so much for jumping on here with us and sharing your story with Elyson.
Sure.
Elyson, if you need shutters, if you need blinds, if you need screens, or anything that covers a window or a door to make your life and quality of life better, you know who to reach out to. Recommend Rick right here. If you've got other videos that you want to recommend too, we've got everything on our YouTube channel. You can go through that YouTube channel and see the previous interviews that we've had and share those with friends that come along as well, supporting Elyson and supporting local businesses. Thank you. Until the next one.